Brand new season of Celebrity Apprentice getting set to go. And as always, Donald Trump will decide who stays and who hears those dreaded words, "You're fired." We'll talk to Donald in a moment, but first, meet the new contestants.
I competed in the 2008 Olympic Games. I came back with 4 medals. The kind of backstabbing, ego, drama side of the show is not my favorite.
I will take you down. You are out of line.
I'll try to stay quiet, be the nice person, and kindness kills, right?
So many people have grown up with me. So many people identify with me. I'm everyone's little sister.
I served you.
I'll go for you.
I feel like everyone's underestimating me, and I welcome that. It just gives me that much more room to rise to the occasion.
A lot of people out there really want to know what Johnny Damon's doing now since he's been out of baseball. I didn't want to get too far out of the spotlight. I want to strike while the fire's hot. Thank God it's not my job to fire, but even to recommend that somebody be let go. How can you, for instance, tell Mr. Trump that you want Kate Gosselin out? She has 8 children.
I very much so believe in karmic energy and really, I want to see my coworkers do great. For backstabbing, I'm not into that.
What's going to get me ahead on this show is my overt sexuality, my hot, sizzling sensuality, which distracts people. In this season, I'm going to be the next Omarosa.
I certainly won't jump on a grenade to save anybody else. But if I have to throw someone on one to protect myself, I'll do it. I'm very motivated.
I think everybody kind of sees me as Big Mama, but I'm Big Mama that will beat you with a switch. I might get you. Don't come at me crazy.
Sometimes it gets to that point where people butt heads. And, may the best head butter win.
Ah! In your face! You're hired.
That looks good. Donald, good morning. Nice to see you.
Good morning.
You are a great promoter of this show. You're like a P.T. Barnum. And here's what you said about this cast. I have never had a cast that hated each other more than this cast.
Well, I think that's largely true, but I think I might have said it for other casts
Exactly
also.
right.
That's probably
Who's
true.
the straw that stirs this drink?
Well, Geraldo is terrific, I have to say. He's a vicious guy and a smart guy.
A vicious guy?
And Gilbert, you see Gilbert?
Right.
Gilbert's a piece of work. He's a sick individual, there's no question about it. We have some of the women, the way they fight. Unbelievable.
Do you ever?
I will say this: can you believe it? 10 years, 14 seasons.
I know. This thing's working. This has a chance to catch on.
That means it's working.
Do you ever pick up the phone and call these people directly to book them?
I do.
Yeah?
Every once in a while. But we have many more people that want to come on the show, Matt, than we have slots. I mean, we probably turn down at least 15 or 20 people that want to come on. So we don't have any problem with that. But there are certain people that you really want on. Terrell Owens was great. I mean, he's a wild man, and he was great.
Well,
we have just a great group of people.
You bring him up. Over the 10 years and the 14 seasons, have you drawn conclusions about someone's profession and how it impacts their ability to play this game? For example, an athlete, born competitor. An actor can make people believe him when they're lying.
Right.
So who does better?
It's a great question, very interesting. The athletes you would think are strong and powerful, they can handle it, and they fade very early because it's a mental game. Take Joan Rivers. She won 3 years ago.
2009, I
think,
right?
she's a big part of this show.
Well, let's talk about that. Obviously, first of all, what made her so good at The Apprentice?
She had an amazing mental strength. Physically, she was great, but she had an amazing mental strength. And she's on 2 episodes of this show as a judge. She takes Ivanka's place on 2 shows. And she was fantastic. And I saw her a few days before she passed away. And I want to tell you, I said, she's going to live forever. You look at her, she was so strong and so vibrant. She was so great on the show. So we have 2 shows with Joan in.
Was there ever a consideration to re-editing those shows after she died?
There was, and we decided in memoriam we're going to do something and honor her during those 2 shows. She was so good, and I think she would have liked it that way. She was terrific.
Do you keep doing this now because you still love it, or do you do it because you feel it's important to the Trump brand?
I just love doing it. I have a great time. I meet people that I would have never met. Who would have thought? You know, The Apprentice spent many nights as the #1 show on television, as you know, and I've had a lot of fun with it. It continues to do really well. We're going to be on Sunday night for the first episode. Then it switches to Monday, first time ever. It switches for 2 hours to Monday nights. And I have a good time with it. It's very exciting. You know, television, as you probably have heard, is very exciting.
It can be.
Can be.
It can be. Donald, always good to see you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much. And the new season gets underway with a 2-night season premiere on January 4th here on NBC.